Hello, I'm Jamila Musayeva, an international social etiquette consultant and the author of the book Etiquette, the Least You Need to Know. Today's video is dedicated to something that I truly love and enjoy using it in my daily life, and it helps me calm down and it helps me feel grounded, and that is aromatherapy. By the way, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to like and comment underneath this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you what is aromatherapy, give a little bit of a historical background about it, show you some of my favorite essential oils and how I use them, as well as show you some other things that help me get relaxed and prepared for the night. What is aromatherapy? Aromatherapy is the use of authentic essential oils, either through inhalation, that means through breathing, or through topic application, which is application of essential oil on a particular area on the body. Aromatherapy is also called essential oil therapy, and the reason it's called a therapy is because it has been medically proven to improve both mental and physical health. It is believed that inhaling aromas of essential oil can actually stimulate some parts of our limbic system, which is a part of the brain that is in charge of behavior, emotion, long-term memory, as well as our senses, our sense of smell. One can then scientifically explain why when we smell the aroma of our favorite dish that was cooked by our grandma when we were little kids, that smell immediately brings back the memories of our childhood. Which is why it's not a surprise that mankind has been using aromatherapy for a really long time. But the historical roots of aromatherapy go back to ancient Egyptians, who used balms and fragrant oils during mummification process, as well as for various religious ceremonies. History recounts that Hippocrates once said that the key to good health rests on an aromatic bath a day and a scented massage. I can assure you this man knew what he was talking about some 2,500 years ago. Chinese and Indians also knew the value of aromatherapy. In fact, the essential element of Ayurvedic medicine, which is one of the oldest holistic medical systems that was originated in India, holistic meaning it treats body, mind, and soul all together. So one of the essential elements of Ayurvedic medicine is actually massage with different kind of oils. It was during the medieval period that a Persian philosopher and physician, Avicenna, actually discovered the method of steam distillation. He used the steam to extract essential oils from the plants. Though aromatherapy has been existing for quite a while in the history of humankind, the term itself, aromatherapy, was first coined by a French chemist, René Maurice Guetfossé, in the early 20th century. The legend has it that once René Maurice was working in his lab and he had an accident, an explosion that burned his hand. So immediately he was looking at the place where he could place his hand to kind of cool it down. He put it into a liquid nearby, and it happened to be lavender oil, and that actually helped him to treat his wound, to treat his burn. So he then essentially found out about the therapeutic benefits of aromas of essential oils. Then, during French Indochina War, the surgeon Jean Volvet started using essential oils to treat the wounds of soldiers. The use of aromatherapy today is quite diverse. We use them as mood enhancers, we use them in our beauty products, as well as for their general health benefits that include alleviating pain, treating headache or stomach ache, boosting immunity, improving the quality of our sleep, as well as fighting fungus, bacteria, and virus. Essential oils are used in various ways, either through diffusers or in massage lotions or facial creams, hot and cold compresses, maybe some bathing salts, aromatic spritzers. There are different ways to use. My personal favorite ones are in bathing salts, massage lotions, as well as through diffusers. I'm going to talk a little bit about each, and I'm going to tell you more in details about my favorite kind of oils. To a lot of people that are asking me, how do you manage to stay so calm, so composed? And I guess one of my coping methods or mechanisms in this case is aromatherapy. It really does help me to alleviate stress, to really take away my anxiety and help me get relaxed before bedtime. So my nighttime routine while I'm doing my skincare or maybe reading a book, so that 1 hour that I have to myself, what I would do is, this is a diffuser, so a ceramic one. So I first pour a little bit of water in here on the top. And that depends on how much you would use, but I usually fill it up until the top, so I leave just a little bit of space there. Then I choose, depending on what my need for that night is or how I feel about that particular day, it might be either lavender oil, maybe tea tree oil, maybe orange, depends. So I'm gonna use lavender now. I have this lavender here, so I'm gonna add 3 to 6 drops. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 drops of this, and then I'll take a tea light. So a candle like this, it's called a tea light, either a small one or a big one, depending on how long I'm gonna be using. So let's say I'll take this little one here. I'm gonna fix the wick for now. I'm gonna put it right underneath and then light it up. So right before going to bed, an hour or so, while I am taking care of myself or I'm reading a book, so I'm not falling asleep, I'll let it be, and that will help diffuse the essential oils across the room and really help me inhale those aromas and get relaxed. And right before going to bed, I will turn out the light, the candle, and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going to show you some other things that I'm using to help me get relaxed before going to bed. So when I'm going to bed, I usually have this pure essential oil. This is a lavender one. It's Rest and Relax. So I use this one by my nightstand, and I'll apply this couple of sprays on my pillow and the bed sheets and really help me relax. So while I'm falling asleep, I'm actually breathing that, and that helps me really relax. So I really love this one. There are 2 other things that I do when going to bed. I have 2 kind of Peaceful Night roller balls. So this is also a lavender one, and this is just a stress reliever, also a roller ball. Depending on how I feel that day or how I feel about, the general mood, if I want to relax, I'll just apply a little bit. I'll open it like that. There's a roller ball like that. So I'll apply it in the insides of my wrists, just tap it a little bit, and maybe here behind my ears. And then sometimes I'll just do it here as well. So it helps me feel so great. So it helps me really get relaxed before the nighttime. Now I want to show you this magic box where I keep all of my favorite essential oils that I'm currently using. Then again, sometimes I just go to a pharmacy and I ask them to show me their essential oils, and I'll just smell them and see whichever I feel like buying at that moment. It means that my body is craving that oil or that nutrients, whatever it is, that aromas. So I usually use my senses to actually figure out what I need for that specific day, or maybe it's that specific season. It changes from time to time, but there are some essential ones that I love using, and that's lavender, eucalyptus, peppermint. Those I guess are my 3 favorites. I'll show you the rest as well. So come on in. Drum roll, and my magic box opens. And my first favorite oil is eucalyptus, as I already mentioned. It really helps with congested nose, especially during flu season. You can either apply it in a diffuser or maybe make a steam bath for yourself. It's amazing. What I would do as well, if I need to get concentrated, and sometimes when I feel nauseous or I feel like kind of lazy and I'm not unmotivated, then I'll just diffuse this in the room where I'm studying, or maybe just apply a little bit underneath my nose and just inhale it while I'm studying it. It really helps me feel much more concentrated. My second most favorite oil is lavender, and I guess you guys could already tell that I have so many items that have lavender in it. So roller balls, I have the pillow mist, I have incense sticks, a lot of things that have lavender in it. Lavender not only helps you relax and not only improves the quality of your sleep, but it also has antiseptic qualities, and it helps with relieving burns or immediate pain if you have a little wound or something. So it's great to carry around with you if you have little children. So it's something you would want to keep in your first emergency kit just in case. I always bring it on board with me when I'm traveling as well. Speaking of antiseptic, antibacterial benefits, another super mega oil is actually a tea tree oil. So I've been told about this oil by a pediatrician of mine who advised me to apply that a little bit into a little make a plate, add water and just add a little bit of a tea tree oil and put it into the room of the babies when they were very little, because she said it had a lot of it had a power to actually clean out the air. So I've been using it ever since, and even now when we're obliged to wear a face mask, just add a couple of drops into your face mask and then wear it. First of all, it will be much more pleasant to breathe in that smell, and also it has amazing qualities for antibacterial, antivirus and antiseptic qualities. So I use it sometimes if there have been guests in the house and they leave, then I'll just apply a little bit in the diffuser and let it be, and let it diffuse into the air and clean out the air. So this is a must-have as well. The other favorite oil for now, especially during the winter season, is orange. It kind of brings this, this yummy, spicy feeling in the winter. It also has antibacterial benefits to it, but also it helps to increase mental alertness. So on the moments in the days when you don't feel like studying or you don't feel like you can actually read a book or concentrate, then use a little bit of an orange oil and it will for sure help you to feel much more alert. Sometimes I use a tablespoon of water and I'll just mix tea tree oil and orange oil and gargle my mouth to kind of freshen up my breath. Now, the final most favorite oil of all parents, I think, in Azerbaijan, at least when I was a kid that was the case, is peppermint. So I have it with me actually because it helps me when I'm feeling nauseous, especially in transportation. I always feel nauseous for some reason when I'm in any kind of a moving vehicle. So I always carry this around to help me alleviate nauseousness. And then also, this helps a lot with getting more concentrated again, kind of giving you that fresh mental state. I love it. Speaking of peppermint, there is this thing that is on sale in local pharmacies here in Azerbaijan. It's written in Russian, "Мяты печные настойки." So if you're from anywhere around that part of the world, you can check out in your local pharmacies. If not, what it essentially is, it's a mix of alcohol based added with a peppermint essential oil. So it's a mix of two, and it is for any kind of pain, really, muscle tension. When I was a kid, my mom used to apply this on my belly every time I had poor digestion or some stomach ache. She would apply this oil and then she would just rub it on my belly and do it in a clockwise motion, like a little massage, and then she'll just cover my belly with something to keep it warm, and that warmth actually relieved the pain and somehow got rid of the stomach ache. I don't know how it works, but it does truly work. So make sure to ask your local pharmacy for a similar product like that. If not, then whenever you're in Azerbaijan, please make sure to buy it. So these are the essential oils that I'm currently using in my daily routine to help me get by with all the stress and anxiety and all kind of different emotions that we have on a daily basis. I also now want to show you some other things that I'm using in order to help me get rid of bad energy and feel much more recharged throughout the day. Having identified the benefits of essential oils, it's also important to note that when using them, you have to be very careful because they can cause allergic reaction. The recommended concentration is 5%. So when using essential oil, you have to dilute it with a carrier oil. What is a carrier oil? It's any kind of oil, avocado, olive oil, sweet almond oil, the one I'm currently using. It could be coconut oil, it could be grapeseed oil. You have to check what carrier oils are and use the one that works well for you. I prefer to use sweet almond oil because it doesn't have a very strong smell, so it doesn't actually overwhelm or overpower the smell of the essential oil. 5% concentration is adding to every 6 teaspoons of a carrier oil, you add around 30 drops of the essential oil. Some say you can go up to 10% concentration, but that's in the cases of serious infections, or perhaps you could only apply just a little bit on a very small surface of your skin. Again, consult a professional to see if that's recommended to do so. And that is essentially to every 6 teaspoons of a carrier oil, you add 60 drops of essential oil. So double the percentage of the 5 concentration makes 10. So easy math. The best way to test if you have any kind of allergic reaction to a specific essential oil, what you could do is you could use 1% concentration, that is from 3 to 6 drops of that essential oil, diluted in 6 teaspoons of the carrier oil. You'll mix them together, apply a little bit on your wrist, cover it with a bandage, and then leave it like that for 24 or 48 hours. And then once you take it off, you'll see if it gave you any red spots or maybe any itchiness. Then you will know if you have a reaction or not. If you don't have a reaction, feel free to use that oil on your body, but sometimes actually essential oils have the tendency to build up to a reaction, so you could use it for 5 days in a row and have no reaction at all, and somehow on the 6th day it will show a reaction. So you have to be very mindful when using essential oils. Be careful, especially when you're applying it on your skin. So one of the things that I love to do is I love to give myself a little bit of a spa treatment before going to bed. I'll take a little bit of the almond oil, mix it with usually lavender oil or sometimes peppermint, depending on what I feel like doing. I can sometimes add a mixture of a couple of oils, and I'll create a little small lotion for myself, a little portion of that for that specific evening, and I'll just apply it all over my body and inhale the aromas of the essential oils, and as well relieve any kind of tension that I have in my body. Another thing that I really love to do is I love using incense sticks, though it might not necessarily be the traditional aromatherapy as we think of it, in terms of using the essential oil itself to diffuse it or either apply it on the skin. I still think it has some kind of power because the aromas from the incense stick really help clear out the bad energy and clear out the aura of the room in which you're in, and that is for me very important. I'm very sensitive to that. So here I have, these are called Morningstar Lavender Incense Sticks. So I take this stick right here, I put it into this little beautiful plate or whatever it's called, the stick holder. I'll take these matches and I'll just light it up. And just let it be in the room that you're studying, or maybe in the room that you are gonna go to sleep. These are safe, so unlike this one with a candle, I'll just let it be for the night and inhale the smell of it and really feel relaxed. Guys, I really appreciate you watching this video and having the patience to watch it until this point. So if you're still with me, I want to give you a little bit of introduction to a very specific herb that grows in Azerbaijan and that we use in our everyday life, because we believe that this herb that has this magical power to clear the aura, to get rid of bad luck, to alleviate a headache, any kind of pain, to take away the evil eye or evil spirits, to scare them away. Whatever it is that you believe in, this herb does the magic, and that is called güzellik. I don't know if there's a word that actually translates into this. This is, I guess, the closest you can get to this is Palo Santo in US that they used to burn to kind of keep away the evil spirit, or to jinx the evil eye, whatever it is that they believe in. So what we do in our household here in Azerbaijan is we take this güzellik. So these plants have little heads like that. We pop them, and you'll see that they have little seeds like that. You'll take a couple of them depending on how much you feel like you need to scare away the evil spirits or maybe the evil eye, or how many people you think were looking at you and had the evil eye when they looked at you. So you'll pop it, and then once you've popped it, we have this little thing. It looks very odd and it looks very ancient, but it's not. It's a metal heater. You would just put it all in here, cover it up. So then you put this on a stove and it starts releasing a smoke and with this very specific smell that I can't describe. You really have to smell it for yourself to know what it is, but it's a very pleasant smell. And you could just kind of carry it around your house and around the corners of the house, and you twirl it around the heads of your family members to take away the evil eye. And I don't know if you believe in it or not, but somehow it truly does help you feel more alive. So we have this custom that people at the end of the wedding, they'll just burn it and then carry it around the head of bride and groom. Or if it's your birthday party, they'll do it around your head. If it's the baby's birthday party, they'll do it around the baby's head. We really truly believe in this herb. It can be found anywhere in local markets. So if you ever visit Azerbaijan, make sure that you stock up on this ezerik when you travel home, and you can store it for a really long time. There's really no expiration date for this. So this is the Palo Santo of Azerbaijan. So here I am. I shared my little way of calming myself down and sharing with you something that I truly feel passionate about and love using. And I would recommend you start also incorporating aromatherapy in your daily life. And I assure you that it will really help you in the way that you wouldn't even think that it could. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end. I thank you for your attention and time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!